This is Dennis Wing with For Music Geeks Only. First, I'm going to introduce you to an exotic scale you likely never heard before. Then I'm going to show you how to make music out of it. Then I'm going to tell you why this can benefit you or how this can benefit your musicianship. There are many ways. And then I'll perform it for you. See, about 2 years ago, I made a video. I discovered this Greek scale. At the time, I thought it was called Huzam. But now I've discovered that it's called Dromosegia. I don't know how to pronounce it, so excuse my pronunciation. Where it's like a major scale with a sharp 2 and a flat 6. But we're not going to do that one today because I already have a video on that one. We're going to choose mode 7, which I just made up the name Locrian Dominant Double Flat 7 because it's got all the characteristics of Locrian, but it's the third is natural, and then the flat 7 is flatted twice. So these are the intervals. Now, how are you going to make music with such a crazy scale? First, let me just demonstrate the scale. I chose the key of F, so it would be... All right, how in the world are you going to make music out of that? Well, the first thing you do is you harmonize it. So like this, the 1, the 3, the flat 5, and the double flat 7 in the key of F, it actually turns out to be like a D minor 6 over F. You have to figure all that stuff out. And then I took the 1, 4, and 5 of that mode. So if this is 1, right, since this is 1, then this is now 2, 3, and this is mode 4. So I'm looking to build, because I already harmonized these out. I analyzed this, and this is what you get as part of the For Music Geeks Only package. Even though these two modes, Sabak and Dromosegia, are not included because I discovered them later, there's still like 84 modes or 82 modes there with ear training documents and the theory behind it and fretboard positioning and written out in standard notation and performance tracks and 5-minute backing tracks on each mode. So it's a huge package. It's only $40 price tag for hours of modal fun. And I'm going to tell you why and how this is going to benefit your musicianship in a second. But so you'd have the first chord would be D minor 6 over F. The 4 chord, because it's a natural 4 here, right, would be B flat minor major 7. And then the 5 chord, which happens to be a flat 5, would really be C flat minor major 7. In the end, this would be the chord progression that I'm going to jam over. Just listen to what it sounds like on its own for a second. All right, kind of scary, right? If you're ever writing a part for a scary movie, maybe this is, the scale you want to evoke. So let me explain some of the benefits of doing stuff like this, other than just being totally geeky, right? It's called For Music Geeks Only, but really what it does is it sharpens your music theory. You're now thinking in intervals versus any other way to think, and you're seeing the intervals as they connect to each other, i.e. within the scale, and you're seeing them built out over chords, and then you're seeing how the chords and the scales interact. So big time growth in your music theory. And then there's fretboard theory, like just being able to play those intervals accurately in one octave, is something to keep track of. It's not easy mentally. And sometimes it's not easy physically because your temptation is to want to go into like some familiar scale that but then you're bound to be hitting intervals that are inappropriate. And then you have to figure out the fingering for each octave. If you were next octave, it might be, or in a different position it might be. So it's not easy there. So that develops your musicianship. And then there's your ear. Like you start to hear, by hearing these exotic modes, you start to hear the intervals more acutely. Like, can you really hear and maybe even sing like the difference between a flat 2 and a 2? Like, can you go da 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 da, like, it's not easy. Da 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 da. Like da 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 da. That'll improve your ear. Whether you sing out loud or not, it's still the same inner hearing, if you see what I mean. And then there's just the music making, the phrasing. You know, how you gonna the so then and then finally there's the phrasing, and you know, so you have your theory, you have your ear, you have your fretboard theory, and then you have your your overall musicality. How you're gonna make a weird scale sound good musically. Hopefully, I can in the next demonstration. So just go to For Music Geeks Only. It's got 82 modes and all kinds of cool stuff. Hours of fun for only $40. We'll see you there.